keep forgetting this is when she's at Bible study. Forgetting to call her. Mommy, you used to tell me to read the what? The 27th, the 23rd,
Not the 91st.
the 91st. Which one is the Lord is my shepherd?
The 23rd.
Oh, I did that already. And you said the 91st?
And the 27th. I'm running on the road now.
Oh, you're not in Bible study right now?
No.
Okay, you said the 91st. So I'll read that today.
All right. Then.
All right, Mom.
I'll call you back.
Okay. Okay. Good morning. Welcome to Sugarheads Live. That was my mom. I'm going to really start off with a prayer now before I start talking. And tell a story. Let's start off. I just had it. You can see me on YouTube. If you miss any of these shows, you can go to Boss Lady Sugarheads on YouTube. There's a link on my site. Sugarheads 2. That's where I do my taping. SHUGARHEADZ. One word. Sugarheads 2 on Instagram and Boss Lady Sugarheads YouTube. Sugarheads Sugarheads Lux on Facebook or just plain Sugarheads. I think it's Sugarheads Lux, Sugarheads Clothing. I don't know. I when I first started off, I had okay. Like I said, let me start this first. Good morning, everyone. We're going to read the 91st Psalm, the security of the godly. He that dwelleth in the secret place of the Most High shall abide under the shadow of the Almighty. I will say of the Lord, He is my refuge and my fortress, my God. My God, in Him will I trust. Surely He shall deliver thee from the snare of the fowler, and from the nuisance of the pestilence. I'm suffering here because my lights. So I'm talking like I'm reading like a third grader. Fowler, and from the nuisance pestilence. He shall cover thee with his feathers, and under his wings shalt thou trust. His truth shall be thy shield and thy buckler. When did I read this psalm, Ma? This is a new. Anyway, I'm gonna read it. I think she meant the 97th or the 93rd. Okay. Fowler, pestilence. He shall cover thee with his feathers, and under his wings shalt thou trust. His truth shall be thy shield and bucket. Thou shalt not be afraid for the terror by night, nor for the arrows that fleeth by day. Maybe my mother knows that. Nor for the pestilence that walketh in darkness, nor for the destruction that wasteth at noonday. 1,000 shall fall at thy side, and 10,000 at thy right hand, but it shall not come high thee. Only with thine eyes shalt thou behold and see the reward of the wicked. Because thou hast made the Lord, which is my refuge, even the Most High, thy habitation, there shall be no evil before thee, neither shall any plague come nigh thy dwelling. For he shall give his angels charge over thee, to keep thee in all the ways, thy ways. They shall bear thee up in their hands, lest thou dash the foot against a stone. If you get hurt, your angels are there to protect you. He cast you upon your enemies, and he has angels around you to protect you. I'm just synopsizing. Thou shalt tread upon the lion and udder the young lion, and the dragon shalt thou trample under feet. Because he hath set his love upon me, therefore will I deliver him. I will set him on high, because he hath known my name. He shall call upon me, and I will answer him. I will be with him in trouble. I will deliver him and honor him. With long life will I satisfy him and shew him my salvation. Praise for the Lord's goodness. So God said he got your back. He has people watching you. No matter if you think you're alone, you're not alone, because he has security around you. And when he sees anything really bad goes, he's coming to help you. In the meantime, he has his angels around you. So don't be afraid. I know sometimes it is hard to believe or whatever for a lot of things that we go through. Because as you see, I'm going through it too. But I just want you to know that you're not alone. Even people all in all walks of life have problems, and money doesn't solve everything. Money makes you comfortable, but money doesn't solve everything. So just because you see someone with a lot of money, they could be having more problems than you know. Okay? And do not hate your boss. Do not hate that company CEO or whatever, because remember, you was not there when they began their company. You was not there when they slept in the garage of their parents' home, the basement of their parents' home, when they had no money. You don't hate the writer who has now made it. You haven't seen anything that person has went through. You haven't seen that person has slept in cars and was homeless and went days without eating. And because sometimes I hear people talk about, oh, but these CEOs and these this and I'm like, if it wasn't for that CEO, a lot of people would be out of work. So why are you hating on that CEO? Why are you hating on that president? Why? Because they're living a luxury life now. But were you there when they sacrificed? They gave you a job. At one point, he couldn't even get a job, or she couldn't even get a job. You understand? So stop being so hateful of people with success if they done it on their own. Not like these people who stopping us from doing our stuff so we can make some money, and they want to make money off the stuff that we find out. Yeah, because that's what they're doing. They stopping us from prospering so they can take our ideas and prosper along. And I wanted to apologize to someone, because someone came to me. I think I'm not going to tell you the company or whatever, but they have like cruise and stuff going on, and then somebody else that they know and they celebrated all of a sudden wanted to have some cruise. And I saw the bigger. I thought I saw the bigger picture, and I said, oh, it's for the country. Everybody support each other. Everybody's from the same country, so let's support everybody. Maybe, But the idea was to eventually overtake that person's who started it off years and years ago. Because the wife, she just wanted it all for herself. Maybe not him alone. Maybe not her alone, because he had something to do with it. But she saw she did nothing to fulfill his career, and someone else did, and she wants to benefit from everything. So now that she thought her husband was in the fold, she started stealing everybody's else idea and doing it because her husband became very powerful in the industry, and they had to come down to size. People had to show them that you're not as powerful as you think. And talent is everywhere. We made you, we can make somebody else, So hopefully they learned their lesson. But yeah, and I didn't see the bigger picture. I just thought, you celebrate that person because at first it wasn't the same days and the same month. It wasn't even the same month. It was or even the same season. His was in the beginning and the others was at the end. But I didn't see that. I should have. Because I didn't think that was the heart of the guy. I didn't know about the wife, but I didn't think that was the heart of the guy, the performer. But then I realized what they was planning on doing. So I don't know what's going on with this stuff, but the other stuff is doing fine and gonna do great. So yeah, so for all of you who, because right now I'm trying to sell clothes, and every clothes, I do a lot of things. I try to sell clothes, furnishings, because this is what I like to do. It may not seem like because I'm always stuck in the house so you don't see whatever. And sometimes it's hard for me to get up and put on makeup or whatever. And I know a lot of people have sent me information. Oh, well, just because you're a thing, you don't have to be my hair grow fast. I can't really color it because I can't take pain too much in my head. And I like my hair short. I miss my ponytail, but I'm watching things, and there's wigs for that, for ponytails and all that stuff. But when my hair grows in the grays, and as you saw a couple of days ago, I shaved my head, and look, it's already growing. You understand? So I gotta go and cut it, and then I got my little chubby face and everything. So, I'm slowly but surely I'm getting back into saying I'm trying not I'm trying not to look like a mess when I'm on. I'm gonna be real with myself. I know this girl looking like a mess. She don't even put on no makeup. I was really never a makeup person. I'm very, if I wear makeup, it's very, very light. I wear the natural look. And when you see my natural look makeup, you're gonna see. I like makeup that I don't constantly have to touch up or whatever the case may be. I like matte makeup. I like stuff that can stick for the day. So when I drink or whatever, because sometimes you get hot. So I like stuff, makeup like that. And I've been working on it a long time. So since I've been home, I'm working on it because I don't mind wearing it, but you won't see me wearing it all the time. I like the natural look. So I have stuff that I've been creating for the skin and just to moisturize the skin to make it look, or makeup that won't wash off so easily so you can go through your day without always having a cake up kind of makeup look, the natural look. And then when I go out, then I'll add on all the other accessories. You understand? I don't like looking one way all the time. I don't. It's good for my marriage. It's good for a marriage when you look different all the time, but upkeep, and it's good for you, as a woman. When I go out, I like looking totally different. When I'm just going to a friend or I'm home or whatever, and I wear light makeup. But when I'm going out and I'm dolled up or same, I like looking different. You got some people who look the same no matter what function they go to. If it's a basketball game or if it's a big dinner or something, because they always take on the makeup. They don't look different in no events. I like, just like I like changing my hair, changing my clothes, I like changing my face. Whereas my makeup will look different. My makeup will look different, and whatever else that I wear is gonna look different. Okay, so I don't have to talk to the side. Yeah, so that's me. I just like looking different everywhere I go. So summer's coming. Looks like I'm losing a few pounds. My little thing is working. My stomach went down. I'm still working on this a little bit. I'm still working on it, but it went down from, you know, what it was. So I'm working on it. So yeah, I have waist fitters that I sell. You understand? But like I said, I'm always in the house, and I would wear it. I would wear it for a little while, and then when I have to walk around or whatever, and when I have to go to bed, I take it off. And I have them on sale on Sugarhead's clothing, Sugarhead's Lux on Facebook. Okay? And like I said, if you don't see anything that I've shown you before and you want to buy it, let me know. I'll put it up in the store and you can purchase it. You understand? Because what happened is I was getting ready to explain to you. I I research my stuff. I research my stuff. I know the marketing for this financial thing. These people was getting they I was getting on their nerves because I kept asking questions and questions, and I told them straight out. I'm like, I gotta see this. I gotta see all the nooks and what's gonna go wrong, because when I tell somebody about something, I want to believe in it myself. I don't want to have no um no angst about it. I don't want to have any angst or anything to go wrong, because it's money. You're dealing with money and you have to trust the company that you deal with. So, um, since I've been in it, I've been asking questions. And one of the reps was getting smart with me, and I'm like, just do your job. And then I had to get in touch with the CEO, and I'm like, listen, I'm uneasy about certain things, and I'm asking questions, and one of your reps is getting real slick with the tongue. I understand that I'm new to the company. I'm new as a client to the company, but I'm trying to bring other people in, and I have to be sure of everything. So I would like my questions to be answered at a proper time, because at first they were taking a long time to answer, and it was getting on my nerves. And then when I contacted the person, um answers started coming, thing, because people was trying to break into the company. Yeah, because who's this company? And I'm like, "Ugh, let's see if it's this secure as they claim it is." So I'm, looking for all things. Meanwhile, I'm yelling at Bank of New York. I'm yelling at M&T with my money. I'm yelling at Cash App and Zelle and all this stuff. And every day I'm checking my other accounts with the firm, and fine. And then I'll be saying, yeah, oh, it's fine. And then when they send me advertisements to get more interest rate, I don't see it right away. So then I'm asking questions, and I don't know if it's the same person. It just sounds like I'm sorry to get on your nerves, but I have to ask questions because I'm trying to bring some people with money here, and I have to ask the question. I have to see things. So I mentioned to the person, I said, well, the way things are going right now with me, I want to see if it's really protected. And I can assure you that it is. But like I said, the enemy was striking. They was trying to find out who these people are so they can send their people to look for jobs, infiltrate in somehow, and take over. You understand? Because that's what they're doing to other companies. They're infiltrating, and these people start doing criminal activity, like say for instance, I have a one account in Bank of America. I found out that the night manager in New Mexico was going into my account and watching everything that was going on in my account and telling, maybe not him, but eventually he found out, someone in their cipher, because he saw that I was banking at Bank of America. He saw that they saw, because it's all of them in the same cipher, they saw that I was stinging in M&T Bank, so all of them spread out. They started making friends in M&T Bank. They started making friends in Bank of America. Do you know when I was hurt, I was in the rehab center, and my rehab doctor was the father of someone who worked in Bank of America, and she was stationed in either Florida or California. I forgot. And I said to myself, but this, but I wasn't in this company yet. This was 4 years ago. I said, isn't this a coincidence? He's telling me about his daughter who works for Bank of America. Because he just all of a sudden started talking about his daughter. And he's my therapist. And then one time he was exercising with me and he was telling me, because somebody died in his family. I think it was his grandmother or something. Or his son. And he's exercising me and his arms started being real loose. And that's when I first got hurt. So I was in the hospital not too long. So my legs was I couldn't even walk on my legs at that time. So I was at the mercy of all these people. So he had my leg in his hand and I felt his hand go loose. And I saw my leg going down and I'm like, please don't drop my leg. You understand? Like it felt like a threat. And I'm watching him and I'm feeling him and I'm trying to keep calm and I'm talking to him, he's talking to me, and his arm, because men are very strong, so you can feel the tension in their arm, but his was very relaxed all of a sudden while he was putting my leg down, and I said, please don't drop my leg. He said, no, I'm not going to drop your leg. And it made me very nervous. You understand? And that's when I say, I said, Rhonda, you gotta tone your shit down, because right now you at the mercy of everybody around you. And he didn't come across as the enemy, but that day I felt threatened because my broken leg, the worst one, the one with the 8 on each side, he had that one in his hands. Because this one, it healed quick. It's healing quicker than this one, because this one only has 2 on each side, I think 2 or 3 on each side. But this was totally shattered, and I really had to think. So you may think that your enemy is not watching you, but they are, because even when I call a cab, who you think picks me up? Just like the other day, not the other day, last year I told Jay, I'm like, yeah, you may think that you just call in a cab, because wherever he goes, he's always arriving in some black car or some whatever, unless it's his personal car. I said, you may think you just call in Uber and somebody picking you up. They already been knew who they wanted to pick you up, and you in the background there talking your business with Puffy and whoever, and you think this is just a general driver, and he's there to listen to what you're saying. So, all you people who now think that everything is just random, no. Yesterday I ordered food. I'm not getting along with the Haitians next door. I really try. A couple of months ago, I think last summer, I offered everybody pizza. When I order Haitian food, I wanted to order some Haitian food because he eat a lot of pizza. They Haitian, Jamaica. I offered everybody food, and then I ordered like 5 pizzas. I told the pizza guy to go to each person, give them a pizza before he hits me, because I don't want them to think I'm the one that gave them pizza and stuff is on it or whatever. I said, go to each house and ask them if they want the pizza. They all said no. So I had 5 pizzas that day. But I wanted them to see I'm really trying to whatever we're arguing about. Because right now, I don't know what we're arguing about. All I know is that I got to protect me, my life, because they out to kill me. You understand? So they didn't take the pizza. And every time I offer for us to stop, they don't. They do for a minute, and then she don't want us to think. So she eggs them on, and they start back with their bullshit again. You know? So, I was talking to somebody yesterday or the day before yesterday. I said, I don't know why that little girl is acting the way she's acting. She is a beast. She is a monster. She needs to stop. She needs to calm down because she, I can't, I call her savage because that's how she's acting. It's so hard to explain how she acts. You understand? Unless you experience it yourself. Because I was used to her sister and her brother, and then she popped up on the scene, and she acts just like her mother. You understand? And when I first got on here, Gene, which is the father, he wasn't nice to me, but he wasn't mean either. If I asked him a question, he would have answered or whatever. He said, "When my wife comes, ask my wife or whatever." He would be like that. But the wife, oh my God, straight out the gate. You understand? And for the life of me, I don't know how to stop this downward spiral that we're going. I ordered food yesterday because every time I order food, it's like a cold sweat. I gotta hope and pray my food get here without somebody touching my food, and they always try to intercept my food. Soon as they see me order, you would see if it had cameras around here and I order because they got something downloaded on my phone. That's how I hardly think my phones and stuff. I'm always changing phones. Soon as they see the phone and the thing, boom, she's outside. She getting in her Jeep. She going down to her restaurant because her family owns a Haitian restaurant that called La Participe, some long ass French name, right there at the corner of Canarsie Road and Avenue L. That way, 2 stores in, and yeah, 2 stores in is between 92nd and Canarsie Road, 91st and Canarsie Road. So she runs down there to pick up whatever she got to pick up, intercept, because I barely eat junk food. I barely eat McDonald's and all that stuff, so I'm always ordering food. I'm West Indian, so I'm always ordering West Indian food. So peas and rice. I don't eat peas and rice from everybody. I like Trini peas and rice. I don't like red beans and rice. I just don't. The only way I like red beans and rice is when it's stew peas with pigtail and white rice. I eat gungo beans, what Jamaicans call gungo beans. I eat that. So anyway, but I love Haitian food. That's my downfall. So anyway, I'm ordering food. She runs to her restaurant, intercept whoever, her and her brother, drags the food, give them their food, and take my food. And then they walk past me and think. Same thing. I call Footprints. Footprints, a big restaurant, right? She's Jamaican. She called Footprints because I like Jamaican food. There's hardly no Trini restaurants around here. And sometimes by the time I look up from doing my work, I'm hungry, so I can't wait till it gets all the way from Flatbush where all the Trini restaurants is. So I try to get within the area of Canarsie. So Jamaican, Haitian, Chinese. And you get bored with Chinese, especially the Chinese in the hood. If it was Chinese that they make in Chinatown, then more I would get the baked chicken and stuff from the real Chinese store. But I can't eat fried foods all the time from the Chinese restaurant. So anyway, so I call Footprints many times because these people think it's a joke. It's not their restaurant. They just answer the phones or do whatever, and they fuck with people's food. Excuse my language. They mess with people's food, send it to customers, and the restaurant gets a bad name because of the workers. And then the owner don't know nothing because the manager is not going to tell the owner what this employee is doing because the employee might be their cousin. Just like when I was getting rehab, I didn't like the hospital food, so every day I was ordering Uber. This Haitian girl, she had five family members working in the same hospital, right? She was the youngest. She was the newest. Everybody else was fine. When they come to me, they do whatever. They wash me up, they change me, whatever, whatever. She was serving the other side, but she was in the same hallway. She would serve the food, but she wouldn't tend to me, but she would serve the food. Anyway, she's young. So I ordered my food. You know what she would do? She would take half my food and either eat it or give it to her favorite patients, most likely Haitian. Then there was somebody from Grenada, because she had the flag from Grenada, would switch my food for her leftovers from the day before or whenever she cooked it. Because as a West Indian, you order mostly the same things: stewed chicken, jerk chicken, things like that. So, and on Sunday, Trini like they callaloo, they rice, they macaroni pie. So she's Grenadian, so she made something similar. When I saw the food, I'm like, this is not Trini food. Trinis don't cook with certain things. I don't care what part of Trinidad you're from. Certain things you don't put in a macaroni pie. So most of the time I'm wasting my money. So everywhere I'm going, I'm worried about my food. Everywhere I'm going, I got to deal with this nonsense with these people who think things is funny. And then when you complain, they want to make you look like you're crazy, like you're the one that's starting shit. You understand? Last night I ordered my food from, where did I order it from? I ordered some seafood. For the longest, I've been wanting some seafood, some lobster. His father sells turtle meat. They stop him and them two over there, her and her daughter, and this one over here, because I'm opening the door because I'm on the phone, right? And with Uber, it shows you, it tracks the person. So he's being tracked. He stops soon as he gets on the block, he goes in and stops. 10-15 minutes he stops. And I'm like, why is he stopping? I'm looking at the phone. I'm going outside. I'm looking at the phone. I'm going outside. I'm like, where the hell is he? About 10-15 minutes. And they tell me he's coming on a bike. He comes in a car. He hands me the food. I ask him, why did you stop in the middle of the block? Because that's what happened every time I think. Because a delivery guy told me the kids would stand in front of the car. And then when the people in the car tell them to move, they come out, they pull out their snakes, they pull out their raccoons or whatever, and they threaten whoever's in the thing. You understand? So, because one time, I left me and my son to go somewhere. So this black Jeep was coming behind us. And then this other car was coming. No, the black Jeep was coming this way and the car was behind us. So we was there getting ready to turn. So the black Jeep swooped in to turn the corner onto the block. And they just stopped, blocking the whole thing. Now me, I know why. Because somebody's in the house. They need to cross the street. They don't want us to see who's coming out the house because my back door is closed. So I'm killing myself trying to see who's coming out my house. I can't see. The black car is blocking me because I know how they move. You understand? So anyway, they would see that somebody is in the back. They seen that we're both coming on the block. Do you think they would park on the side and let us go through? No. They purposely parked right in the middle of the street because I can't go left. I can't go right because it's a little street. So I'm there waiting, taking their time to come out. Next thing you know, all the doors flew open. Everybody flying out. People taking out this. People taking out that. Blah, 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 blah. And I'm just sitting there. I'm like, because they killing time for whoever to come out my house from doing whatever, So I ordered the food, and when I looked at the food, it looked nasty. I threw it in the garbage. Next thing I knew, he came totally different. He was supposed to be on bike. He came with a gray Jeep. I didn't get to take his thing because by the time because I had the phone, I threw the phone down because I was so pissed off. When he came, I should have snapped his picture, whatever, but I did. I just took the car, and he came in a car. He was supposed to be on bike, and he wasn't the person who was supposed to be delivering. And like I said, the tracking of him stopped. It wasn't him. It was somebody else, and he was Haitian. Every time was Haitian. I'm having problems. They called their people. The person worked for Uber. They ran to the neighborhood to make it look like Uber. They accosted the delivery guy, took the food, because the delivery guy was on track. He was not, because when he was rolling down, coming down my block, he wasn't tracked. They said my delivery guy was still up the block on the tracker. So then he come to me saying he's the one, he's not. And when he started talking, I knew he was Haitian. So anyway, when he left, me and him was arguing. When he left, I was real pissed. I just took the food and threw it inside. Here she comes with her black Benz Jeep. Rolling up right behind him. But he just left, turned the corner and left. Here she comes. Rolling up right after him from that direction. Parks in front of her thing this way. So she can give whoever she got to give and pass it through the gate. She blocked the gate so nobody won't see that she passed something through. Because usually she would park right here, open the gate, and then roll in. She parked in front of the gate to block the gate, the side of the gate, so I won't see that she's passing something into whoever inside. You understand? So I'm arguing with her. I said, you don't even know what you're eating. I said, you keep stealing food, because her father lost his kidney because he was stealing food for a long time. And from his past neighbors, and he lost his kidney. He's about to lose the other one. He keeps that up. You understand? So anyway, here she comes. And what else do you think happened? The other one, here she rose up from that direction and rose in the thing. So I'm like, all right. Then later on, I'm finding out that they're telling people that they're block association. Which you only block association for me? Because when shit come for you, I don't see nobody else getting stopped. So y'all harassing all my company? That's a lawsuit. That's a lawsuit. Every dime that I lose because of these people, I'm suing them. I'm keeping tally, and I'm suing all of them. Because you're not going to harass my friends. You're not going to harass people who deliver me. You're not the end of me. I don't care who you are. I don't care who you know. You're not going to harass people when I order food. You're not going to harass nobody. I'm telling you. You're not going to do it. Because we gonna start. I hear she got a taser, so I got to walk with something too. I'm gonna go back to when I'm in the fucking 70s, when I was growing up. You understand? You're gonna see a lot of malformed people around here doing stuff to each other, because I'm not gonna tolerate it. I'm really not. I'm not tolerating that. You're not the boss of nobody here but your children. That's it. I don't care who you have. I don't care what badge you have. I don't care who you know. I don't care. This is not 1674. This is what? 2023. Slavery days are over. Your master days are over. So just because you think in a crew, it's going to be a lot of malformed people around here. Because bitches is going to get shit up in their face. They're going to get slashed on their face. It's going to be like prison up in here. I'm telling you. If this keeps up. That's how they used to do it in the 70s and 80s. Yup. I'm just letting all of y'all know because I know y'all watch my show. So anyway, the food went in the garbage. Uber sent me my money back. And what did they do? The money that Uber sent me back, somebody ordered something on my credit card. See, somebody is out to get fucked up. Somebody is out to get stabbed up. Because they think it's cute. Him and them too. I'm thinking, I'm thinking, but I'm not leaving any of them out. The Spanish guy and the Haitian. I'm not leaving them out because they mess with my food. I'm not leaving them out. But I know, and I just wash my face, and I know because she's always egging people on and egging him on and his son on. You understand? Every time me and him come to concession, she wants to egg him on. She don't want nobody around here to like me because she wants to keep going in and going in and going in. Let me tell you what happened. When I first moved around here, I brought nothing with me. Everything in here is brand new, down to my clothes. Down to my clothes. I bought everything new. I don't when I move, I don't like taking stuff with me. I don't. I just like buying new stuff because by the time you pay for all that stuff to be carried from one state to the next, or one borough to the next, or one block to the next, almost everything is broken. So I'd rather just buy new stuff. That's why I'm selling everything in my house. So anyway, so 2 years in, me on this block, we became friends. I had nothing in here to steal, nothing in here worth stealing. I mean, just the furniture and stuff like that, but furniture can be replaced just in case, you know what I'm saying. So anyway, I put on the door thing and I gave her the code because every time there was a delivery, because I'm furnishing my house, remember? When I first moved in here, I just bought a bed and, just the thing, and that was it. See if I wanted to get used to the neighborhood. I missed my own neighborhood. So it took me 2 years to not miss my own neighborhood. So I didn't really decorate my house. I just had my bed and I had two chairs and that's it. I didn't really decorate. And the guest room, of course, had furniture because when I bought my bed set, I bought the guest room and I bought some couches, and that was it. Nothing fancy. So 2 years it took me to get used to this neighborhood because I missed my old block. So then I started getting used to it. I started refurnishing. I sold the furniture that was here and I bought new furniture. Fine. So every time I get delivery, almost every other day I would get delivery. She would call me. Oh, there's some packaging thing. Da, 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 da. And like I said, me and her started being friends. So I said, okay, there's nothing to steal. Da, da, da. Anyway, not knowing that when she comes to my house, she hooking up lights, she hooking up cameras because her brother does all that. I didn't know that. 2 years after that, which was 4 years in, I found out that they seeing everything in my house, but that's along the way. So anyway, I gave her the code. I made up a code and I gave her the code. I said, okay, whenever somebody delivers something, just ask them to put it in and shut my door. That's it. Somebody told me, oh, her kids was in the thing. I keep telling this story. Her kids, they keep seeing her kids in and out my house. So I approached her and I said to her, I was told that your kids keep going in and out my house and there's no delivery. I said, can you find out if it's true and ask them to stop? Most parents would say, okay, I'm sorry if it happened. Let me check. Most parents would say that. Not her. She got irate. She started acting stupid. What? She made keys to my house. How? She called the locksmith, made keys to the house, and she was dating some guy, and I guess he took the whatchamacallit and thing, the locksmith. She made keys to my house, and she gave everybody a set, and she gave everybody the code. Just on that one thing. Meanwhile, me and her was still talking. She gave everybody a set of keys, and she gave everybody a code to my house. I had a drawer full of fresh panties, underwear, nightgown. My underwear drawer and my nightgown drawer and everything. Every goddamn day, I would see it go down, and I'm like, what the fuck is going on? Because I wasn't using that drawer. That's my little sexy drawer for, when my man come over. This is what I wear. The other stuff, that's my granny panties and everything else. But this was my little sexy drawer. All right. It was going down, down, down. One day I came in. I had a brand new top, never worn. I had two colors, red and yellow. The yellow one went missing. Never wore it, still tags. The yellow one went missing. I came in one day, on the bed, it had a shirt with semen on it. I called the cops. Cops didn't want to do nothing. Evidently, the cops knew what was going on. I told the cops I have evidence because a man ejaculated in my clothing, and I have the clothing and I have the dirty towel. They just left it there. They just left it there. Cops said, we're not giving you a report. And I found it strange because at that time, me and the cops wasn't in nothing. I'm like, oh, that's strange. And me and the cop going back and forth, arguing. Why can't you give me a thing? Somebody broke into my house. Oh, why don't you go on the camera and see? I said, because I'm still in training with the camera and the functionality of it. He said, let me see. That cop knew my camera better than me. I said, He don't want to give me a report. He walks in here like he knows my house. He knows my camera better than me. What do you think? Why he don't want to give me a report? Come to find out, the little Spanish lady over there, she's married to a cop, and he's a pervert. Little later, I found out that they put cameras in my bedroom because he was accused of raping prostitutes in Long Island and then dumping them on the side, killing them, dumping them on the side of the highway. Not just one, not just two, but many. So I don't know. I've seen him free, so I guess he won the case. I don't know. She don't like me for some reason. Every time I put up a whole bunch of ornaments and trinkets and solar system, and every time I go in my backyard, my shit is on the floor. I'm like, well, it wasn't windy last night. So around the holidays, I'm putting up lights outside the gate and everything. Meanwhile, I'll be seeing his big truck, black truck, parked right along the side of my backyard. I'm like, okay, your woman is over there. Her backyard is wide open, no cars. Why are you parked by my thing? When he leaves the board, one or two of the boards is always down. He knocks it down. I said, oh, they have something against my gate. I'm like, okay. I wonder what this is all about. And I still really don't know. So, no, I don't. I'm not playing innocent or nothing like that. So, something happened. And not all of a sudden, they was breaking in my house. Because every time I come in, something's different. Something don't smell. One time I saw fleas. A dog. They brought a dog in my house. Why would you bring a dog in my house? Drug sniffing dog. He sell drugs. He rips off other drug dealers. That's what he does, him and his crew. I said, okay. So I went, I called my son, I bought some spray for the roaches and bugs, the bug spray, whatever. I bought 8 bottles. I washed the whole house. I put it on the floor. Because this is wood. Stuff spread quick when you have a wood house. I disinfect the whole house. I went in the backyard, sprayed along this, sprayed along that. Because one day I came out and he had some guy digging in the concrete. And my cousin told me that's because they have termites. So I did around the whole house. Started doing that. But every time I come in my house, I notice something is different. one time, meanwhile I'm talking about her. One time I went out in the backyard and I was doing something. I was taking a picture of my stuff on my thing, and he's coming out, the bald-headed one coming out. He said, "Why don't you go play with yourself in your room and stop taking pictures?" And I'm like, "First of all, I wasn't taking pictures of you. But how you know I'm in my room doing anything?" He likes fat, big-breasted women, black women. He likes fantasizing about black women. He's a pervert. I found out he had a camera because he's an ex-cop. Up to this day, I still don't know what's going on. So anyway, she started giving out keys. So he started thinking he made a key to my car. He made all kinds of stuff. Somebody sent me a car because I called Mercedes Benz because I took the shit. Oh, they had their little thing going. Every winter, my car would get hit while it's parked. Me and my son sleeping. My son calls me, "Ma." I'm like, "What?" He said, "The car is hit." I'm like, "What do you mean the car is hit?" He said, "The car is hit. It's damaged." His friend's in sanitation. I said, okay. I said, maybe it was a mistake that one year. The following year, the same time. This was, instead of January, this was in February, beginning of February. I said, oh, okay. For 3 years straight, there was a pattern. Every winter, because in business time, winter time is the worst time. So he thinks I'm a money cow because when I do my insurance, I secure everything. I get the top for my car, I get the top for my home. So I call in, I pay $100 to get my car. Not even $50 to get my car fixed because I pay good insurance. Okay. So yeah, that's my whatchamacallit, out of pocket. Not to no, because somebody said no. I don't pay $50 a month for my insurance. I pay a couple of hundreds per month. But if something happened to my car, I pay $50. Okay, because I took the best. Because I saw a pattern. Because at first I was supposed to be paying $500. I said I saw a pattern, so I upped up my insurance to only pay $50. And I told the insurance agency, I said, I noticed every winter my car get hit. I said, there's a pattern here. Somebody is using my car to make money. I said, why don't you try to figure out who it is? Why don't you try to figure out who it is? But, these insurance agencies, they're not interested. They want to look at you or whatever. Why would I, if it was me, why would I say something? You understand? But that's what they do. Him over there. He hit your car, send it to his buddy's shop. They fix it, they make the money. But then my cousin Keisha told me one year, she said, I don't give them the check. I get the check and then I ask them the price, and I paid him the price and I still got $1,000 in my pocket. So when I was trying to do that, he got mad. And he got mad because he wanted to fix it, go down there and fix it in whatever shop. The shop make money, he makes money, he makes money. So everybody want to make money off my insurance but me. Just like with my backyard. It's dumb who did my backyard. I heard all of them took a turn on my backyard. And they went into the lady's garage and took her car and busted in at the last thing in my court. Because that lady looked so surprised. It was all of them, plus the cops. Because that day I went by my cousin's house, and when I came home, it was around 8 o'clock or something. My cousin drove me home. All I saw was siren, and this Indian cop came up to me. This tall, lanky Indian cop. Oh, I gotta show you something. Are you the owner of this house? With a big smile on his face. When I saw it, the things I wanted to do, not say, the things I wanted to do, I didn't do it. My back was hurting me. I turned around. I asked the lady, I'm like, are you okay? Because she's in her car looking. She was shocked. I said, are you okay? She said, I guess. I said, well, I can't sit here and talk to you because I'm not feeling well, but my cousin is going to get your information, whatever. So my cousin came and got the information, took pictures. I told her, please take some pictures and videos and stuff like that. I came in here. I knew exactly what happened. I knew exactly what happened. My neighbors did that. All of them. I heard all of them took a turn with their big trucks, because all of them have trucks over here. With their big trucks, like a little mess up her backyard party. Yes. So that's why none of them want me to cover my backyard. Because they want access, you know. Because she's a pole dancer, so she can climb all over the place. He's training his kids and his nephew how to break in people's homes. Because I told you, one day one of his kids and his nephew was in my dryer. One was under the bed and one was under the dryer. I didn't know that until later. Somebody told me that later on, and you know who that person is because I told you he went undercover. Yep, they was in my dryer and one of them was under my bed. Because when I go in my room, I close my door. Because it's dark out here. You know, you think you're seeing stuff. So I close the door, watch TV, and then fall asleep. You understand? So they broke in my house. How? Instead of breaking the window, they cut out the whole frame. Pushed it back in. So I feel the breeze. So when I'm looking, I don't see nothing wrong. The window's intact, whatever. The whole frame. They cut the whole frame of the window. So they can walk in and walk out without you knowing. So that's why sometimes people don't see them from the front, because they go to the side, because his house and my house is this close. That's how I know that house is not a real house. That house belongs part of this house, but he put on a top to make it look like a house. That's supposed to be an office. That's an illegal yellow house there. That's illegal. The city's supposed to come and get rid of it. So that's why these two houses are so close together, because the owner of the property built an office for him to work in. And then he came before I came, and they put on a top to make it look like a house. So anyway, yeah, so that's why, when people be looking, they look in the front door, they don't see the front door. They be sneaking in on the back because all the windows, you understand, was thing. I heard the first week I was here, the Haitian people cut my basement window. Because I used to be up here when the people was at work downstairs, and I used to hear noise, and I used to go downstairs by the door, and I didn't hear nothing. You understand? Oh yeah, they used to be sneaking in. So these people are not nice people. But anyway, instead of her being, I'm going to come back. Instead of her saying, okay, I'm going to ask my kids to stop, she distributed the keys. So therefore, it took me 2 years to talk to her job and ask her job to look into it for me. Because for the first 2 years, I was complaining. They wasn't listening. So finally, I got through to somebody. They did the investigation, and they saw her and her kids coming in and out of the house. And short thing, she got fired as a teacher. So she's been mad ever since. He got fired as a post office worker because he was a post office supervisor. I didn't know that for all the years I lived here. I thought he was just a mechanic. He supervised in USPS. I found out because all my mail started disappearing, and they sleep together. He's married, but Anyway, they sleep together, and what happened? He eventually got fired 4 years later. You understand? And that's why all this riff. Anyway, thanks for today. I didn't even talk about menopause. But thanks for the day. I appreciate everybody. I'm going to see if I can come back on in a few minutes because I'm thirsty. I'm going to get something to drink. So thanks a lot for joining my show.